Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Around the Fire. Today we're going to do like a little reshoot, recap, and update for you because I see so many videos on the internet right now when I go scrolling through things of what's going on, what's hot right now, what's the new cool gun on the streets, you know, hey, what new toy do I want to buy? I see a lot of shit, about radical firearms. And you guys might remember this from a previous video. It was really old when I first started shooting videos, and I shot it with my cell phone, so we're going to do sort of a recap, redo of that right now for you. A lot of the stuff I hear people talking about in these videos, I give them a solution for in that original video. And a concern of mine might have been that the video was a little lower quality and perhaps people hadn't watched it and actually gotten the answer that they needed because of it. So let's get right into that. So first things first, this is a Radical Firearms AR-15 pistol. It is the 7.62 by 39 variant with a 7.5-inch barrel and the quad rail. Obviously I have painted it. There's another shitty old video that I made back in the day on how to do that for less than 20 bucks, and in case you were wondering, other than a little wear in your typical spots where you'd expect it, that's held up fantastically well. Even the rubber 6 hour buttstock, the paint, has not coming off of. So, but regardless, despite its looks, it is just a, as you can see here, Radical Firearms AR-15 multi-cal lower, and a 7.62 by 39 upper. Short buffer system, like I said, 7.5-inch barrel, and this is a AR-223 Bushnell scope on top. When I initially got this weapon, I had issues immediately. It would not cycle rounds properly. You would get 2 or 3 shots off before stovepiping, and for those of you that don't know what stovepiping is, the round that would fail to eject would get forced back in with a new bullet coming up off the lifter. So you would end up with 2 bullets crammed into your barrel, if you will, and you would have a hell of a time clearing it because they'd really be crammed in there. And anybody that's ever cleared a properly fucked jam out of an AR-15 knows that it kind of sucks. It's not fun. You kind of got to open it up and back everything out and then pry something out of there. So it was extremely frustrating because, I'd go out to the range and, everybody would ask me, they'd say, what is that thing? It's super cool. Wow, that's really neat. Like, they'd always ask about the buttstock. Hey, that's not illegal. That's not an SBR. No, it's a cheek rest, it's not a buttstock. So it was, it was this shitty situation where I was like, I love this gun, and here I am, and I can't shoot it. So what the fuck's going on? So I did a lot of research. I did a lot of looking around. I checked a lot of clearances because I hear people saying everything like they oh, I think the bullets are just sticking, or like I'm getting soft primer strikes. If you're getting soft primer strikes, okay, and you're using cheap Wolf ammo, it's because of the type of primer that Russian ammunition uses. It's harder than the shit that we use over here in America. They make modified firing pins specifically for that. So I mean that's a commonplace issue. If you're getting soft primer strikes, that's one thing. I wasn't getting soft primer strikes. All I was getting was the stovepiping, the failure to eject, the failure to feed. It would feed back in a cartridge that wasn't completely expended, or I'm sorry, that was expended, but that I couldn't, get a new one in. One way or another, it just wasn't shooting. So what was the solution? Well, I kind of ran it through some things. When I was firing it, it was going all the way back. It was cycling. It was pulling up another round, obviously. So it wasn't a buffer tube issue. It wasn't a clearance issue in there. It wasn't a buffer that didn't fit. It wasn't too tight of a buffer spring that maybe needed to be loosened or dampened a bit. It wasn't a gas system issue because obviously the gas was pushing the entire system back. So all of those things were functioning correctly. So narrow it down if you're having sort of problems. Watch what the rifle is actually doing. If you're cycling back and you're grabbing a new round and it's going in 2 rounds, stovepiping like that, smashing the old one and trying to put a new one in at the same time, that is an ejection issue, okay? That is nothing else, an ejection issue. If you're cycling back and you're not grabbing another round and you're just putting the empty expend shell back into the rifle, then that's something else entirely. That's a buffer issue, that's an undergassed issue, that's maybe a leak in your gas system, that's maybe the rings on your gas system all being aligned in the same position and letting too much gas through. Check that out. There's a lot of videos online about that. But, like I said, the first and only issue that I had with this gun was that, and the solution to that problem was Bravo Company Manufacturing, I'll put a link for it on the screen, has a $4.99. You will pretty much pay just as much to ship it to you, but $4.99, a ejection spring upgrade, because the spring that was in this is shit, and I don't know why they put them in there. They work. They're shit. These guns are cheap. They are fantastic guns for the money you pay. There are little things I don't like, but really fantastic overall guns for the money that you pay. Okay, I can't express that enough. I think this thing was about $500, $550, maybe $600. I can't remember. It's been years now, but you can go look on their website, radicalfirearms.com, and I mean, everything on there is awesome and inexpensive, and they are high quality. Nothing is plastic. It's not like when you go to your local firearms dealer and you're looking at the AR-15s and everything's $1,000, and then there's a $600 one and you look at it and the lower is all plastic. It's not that. These are all metal, all mil-spec, all nice, chromoly barrels, you know, everything you want. Like a really, really great deal for a great dollar amount. Like I said, the ejector spring upgrade was $4.99. It was easy to install. There's plenty of videos online about how to install one of those. It takes 10 minutes, not even. You put it all back together, everything functions as it should. It's great. You'll love it. I mean, I would say these are an absolute buy. You can see, like, I got mine a little bit decked out. It's an AR-15. You've seen plenty of AR-15 reviews, so I'm not going to go too much into detail, but you've got A2 flash hider, nice barrel. This was a 7.5-inch barrel. This one's got a quad rail on it. Only complaint about the quad rail is it does not mate perfectly with the rail along the top here. It's a machining oversight on their part. Whoever machines these rails for them is not just getting it absolutely right, and repeatedly at points they've acknowledged that and changed things. So they have, you know, different models that have different things that do better. This one is years old now, and this might not be an issue anymore, you know. So just do a little looking into that on your part. Uppers and lowers meet tight, just like everything. You know, like I said, mil-spec. It's nice. Sig Sauer arm brace, really nice. I mean, high quality. Everything there is good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. You know, if you're looking for a firearm in that price range of like $500 to $600, you know, maybe $700, and you want an AR-15, they have a lot of different options for you. You do not have to get a pistol like this one. They have full-size variants, lots of them, 7.62, 6.5, Grendel, 223, 5.56. They're a fantastic company. I would recommend them all day long. It's just, you have to understand that, you know, sometimes, you know, when you're getting something for that kind of money, that it might not be perfect. Now, I've heard of plenty of people that have 223, 5.56 models. That's a simple lighter shell to eject, a different gas system, like a full-length, you know, rifle gas system. This has got the very short, you know, carbine-length gas system, and you know, they don't have those sort of issues. So it's one of those any given Sunday things. Any company can make a lemon. I mean, a company that's producing things cheaply is probably more likely to make a few more lemons. I will say that. But overall, a great rifle. I highly, highly recommend them. If you've seen them and been afraid to buy them, don't be. Their customer service is fantastic, and you will not be disappointed. If the worst that you have to do to your gun is a $4.99 ejector upgrade, I mean, I shoot steel case Wolf ammunition out of this thing all day long and have no problems. And that stuff is rough. The ammo practically sticks to each other. The casings, it's steel, it's not smooth, it's not brass coated, it's not gold bear or anything like that. It's junk, and this thing does it just fine all day long. 40 round magazines, It'll blow through them. I've had to put a couple thousand rounds through this thing, and this thing is still super, super accurate for a 7.5-inch barrel. It's ridiculous. I mean, I want to get more of their products, but in the interest of pursuing more and different things for this channel, I generally will shy away from buying something I already have. I mean, like, I'd like to get a 223 5.56 upper for this. That's something I plan to do in the future, just for fun, just for me. But I would buy more of their products, no doubt. The only reason I don't have any is because I continually try to get new things so that we have something new to talk about, something new to try, something new to experiment with. But other than that, guys, like I said, this is all day long an awesome firearm. I think you'll immensely enjoy it. Any of the variants. I think you go with a long gun from them and you'll have even less problems because you'll have, like I said, the full-length gas system. This is, a notorious setup for failures. It's a 7.62 by 39 AR-15 pistol. That is like everything you could have done wrong to make trouble in an AR-15 if you've ever researched it at all. And this thing functions flawlessly with that small $4.99 upgrade. So like I said, just a little reshoot. Like if you saw the old video, I'm sorry, this was mostly just a recap, but I just wanted to do something a little bit nicer and a little more relevant to the future and kind of give you an update on where the gun is today. It's still hanging in there. I still shoot the snot out of it, and I still love hunting with it. So I say go grab one. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.